Hello, Aries. This is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I'm here to do a love reading for you. It's something that I haven't done in a long time, and I wanted to give you guys a bonus. I hope you like it. I especially wanted to give you guys a bonus since I didn't totally like the way the sound was on the readings for October. All right. I had some technical difficulties and had to download some software to fix it. So I hope you guys like it, okay? I said a prayer and I meditated over your reading, and I pulled one card for you to start laying the foundation. And this is the central energy. This is the main energy for the month of October. You have surrender your need to always be right. This is something you have to let go of. All right? Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. Always being right in an argument or in a relationship doesn't make things better. It doesn't always get you what you need. Sometimes it's to pacify a situation, and although we may feel like, okay, I won, I'm right, this person is agreeing with me, this person is seeing things my way, sometimes when we do that, oftentimes when we do it, people just go along with it to keep peace. It doesn't mean they agree with you, and it doesn't mean that you are right. It can actually cause a lot more harm to a relationship than good when we can't ever admit that we're not right about something or we don't know everything. There's nothing sexier than a person who can be honest with themselves, be honest with someone else, and hold accountability for any actions that they have in a relationship, the roles that they play in a relationship. That is so sexy. It is a tremendous turn on when someone says, you know what? I'm not right about everything. I'm not always right. Sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm wrong. I'm accountable for this. I'll be accountable for the role that I played. Hey, look, I apologize. Show me what I did wrong. Help me understand so that we can have better communication with each other. And sometimes it's just as simple as that. It's just as simple as humbling ourselves to help make things better in a relationship. Even when we are right, sometimes we just kind of have to fall back and not gloat over it. You know what? I'm right. I'm always right. You're wrong. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. That's a turnoff. It runs somebody away from you so fast, and they will appease you. Yeah, you know, okay, whatever. Just to shut you up. And it destroys the relationship because it breaks down communication. And that person no longer wants to say anything to you. Before you know it, your relationship is dissolved. They're on their way. And they're justified. So that may be something that you think about during this month. Always needing to be right. If this is you, then kind of refrain from that. Fall back a little bit. Really look at things. Look at things in a new way. Look at how you communicate, or if this is something that somebody's doing to you, then you may want to let them know how you feel and how it turns you off. We're going to do love, the obstacle, and the outcome. And we're going to see how this message plays into those three cards. Spirit, give me three cards. Love, the obstacle, and the outcome. Two of Cups in love. Two of Cups. You have a strong connection with somebody, partnership, love, maybe something deep or just the beginning of it. You have the Sun card here. And you have the Emperor. This is definitely your energy that I've connected with. Okay? Two of Cups here in love. The Sun card, love. Under the obstacle, Sun. And the Emperor, the outcome. Very straightforward message, correct? Two people connecting, maybe a budding love, or just a friendship, or something much deeper. Just depends on the situation. And the Sun card, you've got two people here. Two people sitting in the grass looking up at the sun. There's a rose in the middle of the sun right there, and the sun is shining. Such a beautiful card. Probably the most positive card in the entire deck, the Sun. Some of you may be involved in a Leo. Maybe a Leo is an obstacle. Why would this be an obstacle? And then you have the Empress here, the Emperor here. This is your card. Authority, leadership, being in charge, being the boss, father figure, the head of the house in a relationship, either you or someone is. And this is the outcome, this leadership position. Very positive cards, each and every one of them. Why is this an obstacle? You know what the sun does? The sun, light, period, takes the blinders off darkness. It exposes something. The sun exposes. The sun also helps things to grow. It helps something to grow. It helps something to flourish. The sun is the birth of something. If this is an obstacle, what is the sun exposing? Or what needs to grow? What needs to what needs to blossom? What needs to change? What needs to come to the surface? What needs to come to the light? Because this is an obstacle. And it's falling directly under always needing to surrender your need to be right. Is there something that needs to be exposed about you, in the fact that maybe you're not always right, you have been wrong, or you're coming across as always being right, as always having it together, but it's not real, and the sun exposes it. Even the cards match. Look at this, the colors match. And I've been saying this every time I do a spread like this, with the main energy, the card that falls under it matches. You've got love over here, leadership and authority over here, and the sun right under surrender the need to always be right. There's something that's coming to the light in October. There's something that needs to come out. Is it you or the other person? This is an obstacle, Aries. What needs to come to the light? What needs to come to the surface? Because the other two are pretty explanatory. Let's take a look at the sun. Spirit, why is the sun here as an obstacle? What needs to come to the light? What needs to come to the surface? What truth needs to be revealed? Because when you're always right, or you think you're always right, you're either lying to yourself, somebody's lying to themselves, or someone's lying to you, the other person. Someone's disillusioned, You can't always be right. You're going to be wrong about something. You may even be close to being right, but not always 100% right. This Two of Cups came in reverse. And it kind of spun around like that. Two of Cups twice. Give me one more card, Spirit. Look at that. Give me one more card. Five of Wands. Eight of Wands in reverse. This sun is exposing, and it came in Two of Cups in reverse. Somebody falling out of love. Pardon me. Somebody not being in love anymore. Breakup of a relationship, because you have the Two of Cups here, and it starts off as the Two of Cups. This is a love reading, so it's going to be about love. Couple, two people. Everything looks beautiful, but then there's a truth that needs to be revealed, and the truth is somebody's not listening to the other person. The truth is everything that glitters is not gold. Something that's not truthful about this. Something not right about this. Somebody being false about it. Somebody not wanting to be realistic about what's really happening. They'd rather be right than work on trying to communicate in a healthy way and fix what's wrong. So they want to keep it going to keep a certain perception about the reality. They want to keep a certain image of their relationship. And the truth is, there is no healthy relationship here. It looks like it. To the outside world, it looks great. And if this is not something that's already the way it is, then it's headed in that direction. For some of you, and it started out reverse. It started out like this. For some of you, somebody's fallen out of love, or they want to break up and not move on, and then you actually have the Five of Wands next to it. Some fighting, some debating, trying to negotiate. Maybe inner conflict or conflict between the two of you. Lack of good communication. There's communication going one way because the other person's shut down. It's one-sided communication. The Eight of Wands can also mean like travel, or someone, messages of love coming back and forth. Good healthy messages of passion, the beginning, back and forth communication of two people who are really fond of each other. In reverse, it's one-sided. One-sided, unrequited love. Somebody's falling out. One-sided, one-sided. bickering, fighting, in between, arguing, heated discussions, someone wanting to be right all the time, and the other person pushing back. And that message is for somebody. For others of you, because you're not getting to the root of whatever the situation is and being totally honest, it's prolonging it. It's prolonging the situation. Or it's headed in the direction of the breakdown in communication because the other person is not feeling it. Some of you are not quite here yet where you've totally fallen out of love. You're kind of in it halfway and the other person is not really communicating, or there's some fighting going on, and it hasn't gotten to that point yet where there's a breakup. That's for some of you. Not seeing eye to eye. Not seeing eye to eye. There may be a chance to resolve this situation, to make things better, to have better communication. But you're at that halfway point. And this is an obstacle. How do you change this? You surrender to not always being right. That's how this can change. You or the other person, I feel like it's you, feel like you're fighting to be right. But it's a breakdown of communication. The other person, they don't believe it. They're like, okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever you say, I don't believe your BS. This is fire sign energy. And it matches this. It has to be healthy for both people in a relationship. And if for those of you who are not in a relationship, who will be solo and more so into business and taking care of themselves, leading their households, leading, if you own a company, leading your company, just being, focusing on business and building and, whatever, building your kingdom, focus on authority and lead, being all that you can be. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine if that's what you're really focusing on. But if you want a relationship, then this may be something that you work on, that you need to work on, or start working on in this month. And that is the need to always be right. Maybe that's something that has affected your relationships in the past, and you don't need to move forward with this energy. This is something that this is an obstacle. You've had relationships or a relationship in the past that fell apart, that broke down and kind of fell apart because somebody's always needing to be right. You can't tell them anything. They're never wrong about anything. And really, if you come across somebody who's always right, you can't trust that person. You just can't. You can't trust anything they're saying. They're always right. Who's always right? Even if that's not your intent to be untrustworthy, maybe your intent to always be right comes from like something that you need to work on with your self-esteem. Maybe you feel insecure about some things. You don't feel as confident as you could. So always being right, being a perfectionist, always being right is something that you do as a defensive mechanism to boost yourself, to boost your ego, to boost your confidence. The other person's not going to see it that way in a relationship. They're going to see you as a jerk. A jerk and somebody they can't trust, a liar. Like, oh, come on. No. If you're always right, you're lying about something. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not going for this. Can't talk to this person. They're always right, you know? Yeah. So that may be something that you need to work on. Figure out why. If this is your issue, figure out why you always need to be right and work on that core thing. Work on that Achilles heel. Work on that soft spot, that thing that makes you vulnerable. Does that make sense, Aries? I hope so. Because if you can work on this, then you'll come out on top. You will come out as your authentic self. You know, that trendsetter, that person that's a go-getter. You'll come across as someone really upstanding, someone who's got it together. And it'll be more attractive when you can be your authentic self. If this is something, if you can get over this obstacle right here in this relationship or any other relationship moving forward. Okay? All right, this is all that I have for now, Aries. I hope that you like it. If you do, you know, it's going to resonate with some, but not all. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave this video. Give me the thumbs up if you'd like to connect with me for a reading. Contact me through my link right below this video. That is summerintuition.com. And you can go right there and book with me, okay? All right. Take care, you guys. Talk with you later. Bye-bye.